Find out what common weed is a nutritious powerhouse and how you can tell it apart from its poisonous counterpart. On my morning walk, I spotted something most people would regard as just another weed to pull, but to me, it felt like finding a hidden treasure. This weed is purslane. It's one of the most nutritious and most powerful plants around. In fact, I highlight it in my new book, Nature's Nourishing Herbs, 10 Super Supplements. It has so many omega-3 fatty acids, more omega-3s than any other green leafy vegetable. And we know those are good for brain and heart health, and it also helps reduce inflammation. Now, the omega-3s are heat sensitive, so to get the most benefits in this way, eat it raw because cooking destroys a lot of the omega-3s. It contains a bunch of potassium, calorie per calorie more than bananas. And potassium helps regulate blood pressure and balances and supports muscle and nerve function. Magnesium, which is important for over 300 enzyme reactions, including energy production and muscle relaxation. It also contains iron, which is crucial for making hemoglobin that carries oxygen throughout your body through the blood. Purslane contains more iron than kale, calorie per calorie. Also vitamin A, beta-carotene, which supports vision, skin health, and immune function. Vitamin C, which is a powerful antioxidant that boosts your immune system, supports collagen and aids in iron absorption. Also, vitamin E, which protects cells from oxidative stress and supports skin and immune health. And interestingly enough, melatonin, the very same sleep-regulating compound your brain makes. Purslane is one of the few plants naturally rich in melatonin, which helps with sleep and the circadian rhythm balance. It contains a bunch of antioxidants, which are colorful compounds that have anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects, which protects cells against oxidative stress. To eat this plant, you'll find that it's really tangy, kind of like a grassy green apple flavor. It's great in smoothies and salads. You can cook it like spinach. This particular specimen I'm not going to eat because I found it on the side of the road where people walk their dogs and landscapers spray weed killer. Like spinach and rhubarb and some other leafy greens, purslane contains something called oxalates, which in some people may exacerbate arthritic symptoms and contribute to kidney stones. But here's the key. Eating purslane with calcium-rich foods like almonds, sesame seeds, coral calcium, dried figs, there's a bunch. This helps bind the oxalates in your gut, preventing them from being absorbed. Also, staying well hydrated helps because it dilutes in the urine, which reduces stone risk. Consuming foods rich in citrate, like citrus fruits and pineapple, also helps prevent stones from binding to calcium in the urine. How can you make sure that the plant that you pulled out of your yard or off the street is purslane and not its poisonous look-like spurge? Purslane is low-growing. It's mat-forming against the ground. It has one central taproot. It's a dark green succulent and snaps when you break it. Leaves are smooth-edged and paddle-shaped, fleshy, and arranged in clusters and joined at the stems and ends usually. And they sometimes have these really cute bright yellow blossoms, just tiny, and they bloom in full sun. And remember, when you snap it, the sap runs clear when broken. This is important to remember. It runs clear. And it's a succulent, which means it holds the water in its leaves and stems. Now, spurge is also low-growing. It's a little more wiry and sprawling. The stems are thin, not fleshy, and they're often more delicate than purslane. Leaves are flat and paper-like, sometimes reddish with a spot in the center. Flowers are tiny, inconspicuous, and greenish. You might not even notice them. And here's the key difference. Spurge, when you snap it, there's a white latex sap. So here's the rule of thumb. Always identify your edibles in 3 ways. For purslane, confirm that the sap runs clear, because if it is milky white, it is not purslane. It's super easy to grow. It loves sunlight, dry, arid places where I live. It grows in almost any soil, but it prefers well-drained areas. If it's not currently represented in your yard, just scatter a few seeds. It will easily take root. It's very drought tolerant due to its succulent nature. And then just pick the young, tender leaves for best flavor and harvest regularly because this will encourage new growth. If you want to learn more about how you can increase your nutrient intake with some of nature's most nutritious plants, check out my new book, Nature's Nourishing Herbs, 10 Super Supplements. It's available on Amazon or as a printable PDF at itsinournature.com. Take care.